Look, it's 1994. There's two... No, wait, let me start over, because it doesn't always record audio at the beginning. Look, it's 1994. There's two hit films that are coming out this year that involve dinosaurs. There's Dinosaur Island, which is a B movie, and there's the small little independent film called The Flintstones starring unknown actor John Goodman.
Maybe.
Dinosaurs are still popular after the hit Carnosaur last in 1993 and that indie film Jurassic Park by that dude named Steve Spielberg. Anyway, dinosaurs are popular. Get me Charles Band, because we've got PreHysteria 2 to cash in on the hits.
And there's 4 little hits in it.
4 or 5, I think.
Was there 5? I couldn't remember. It looked like one was kind of under the blanket or something.
Now...
So it starts off with this rich kid coming...
Richie Rich. Well, actually, that's not what it starts off with.
What?
It starts off with that old guy feeding his pet little dinosaurs, and then they become...
greenhouse.
And then they become addicted to Shinobi, Shinobi 03, you know the answer to what dinosaurs love to eat. That's right, raisins. So, they become addicted to he's an expert on dinosaurs. He's a fan on dinosaurs. He'll know it. Yes, I'm gonna link it to him on I'm gonna link his Twitter. So the dinosaurs become so addicted to these yummy raisins. Didn't it say there were California raisins or like sun raisins?
I don't remember. But how they boxed them in a crate, that didn't make sense.
They were just kind of like inside this huge pile full of raisins, and then they would just like scoop them, and then they would just pour them into this box.
It was a wooden crate.
Yeah.
That's not how they do raisins.
Now we get to the point.
Gotta wash them or something.
Now we get to the point where knockoff Richie Rich. Wait, I wonder when. Talk for a second. I'm curious about something.
So he comes back. He came back on the train, or no? He had a chauffeur bring him back to the mansion. And then the housekeeper locked him in his room because he played tricks on the gardener and the chef. And then she said, you stay in this room until your father gets home or whatever.
I have a correction for the Archie fans out there. Richie Rich came out the same year, so I can't call it knockoff Richie Rich.
Okay. Because they both were making their films at the same time.
So I'll just say...
Bratty Rich.
Baby Musk. You know I could have mentioned another rich person, right?
Yes, whatever. Okay. So he climbs out the window... And he just goes walking around.
And that's when he gets picked on by the bullies from Stand By Me, or insert Stephen King movie here.
I don't think I saw here.
Insert Stephen King movie here.
Oh, not the movie called Here. Okay, I'm a little slow today.
Anyway, and it's just going to get longer today. So anyway... He gets picked on by a bunch of bullies, so he hides out in a train car.
Railroad car, boxcar.
Yeah, in a boxcar. This,
Boxcar Kid.
This is the prequel to Boxcar Children.
Okay, whatever.
Better twist, I guess.
So then this girl, maybe about his same age, opens up the door and says, "What are you doing in my boxcar?"
She's... kind of think of her as kind of like Sam from iCarly, where she's not a love interest, but she's
an awfully good friend.
She's kind of like tomboy-ish, like she's like kind of punk, kind of.
Hobo-ish?
Okay,
Tomboy hope. Tomboy hobo.
Edgy. Like she can defend herself. Like she's not gonna be a damsel in distress. She's one of the guys kind of like girls that came out in the 90s. I don't know, I guess the 80s were just valley girls. So anyway. So that's when they discover that in this box are a bunch of small baby
I
dinosaurs.
think it was making noise, wasn't it?
And fun fact, the reason why the pterodon, I believe, the one with wings,
Okay,
why that one like kind of got his wings broken,
one of them.
was so that way they wouldn't have to like do animatronics to like make him fly. So it was kind of like a cop-out way to save money and make the movie a little easier and cheaper.
Oh, wow.
The more you know. And there's more. Well, actually, I think that's about it, actually, all I know. So anyway, this rich kid buys the entire box of stuff, and that really ticks the train girl off.
Boxcar girl.
Then we find out that...
Did it give her name? It only shows him on the outside. But she made it interesting.
Oh, forgot about the dinosaur characters. Oh, Naomi.
Mm.
Elvis, Paula, Jagger, Hammer, and Madonna.
Yep, all rock stars.
Paula Abdul was a rock star?
Hey, she was an LA Lakers bullette or whatever you want to call them, and then yeah, she did a couple songs that made big hits.
Madonna was a rock star?
Yeah, in her own right mind.
Okay. I thought she was like a pop
Material girl. Or like, what was that?
Vogue. So anyway, it seems okay, except this... I don't know, the nanny, kind of? Or the...
Yeah, she...
Mother?
No, it was a nanny.
Grandmother or something?
It was a nanny. It was his father's nanny.
Yeah, she's...
And she kept...
She's very stern.
Very strict. But he finds out a secret about her when he was in her room.
Anyway, I might have zoned out during that time, and I picked this movie. But anyway, what I was bringing up was that she's allergic to animals, I guess.
Yes.
So she was having, like, extreme sneezes. Then, is that where they kind of is that where she hired, like, two animal exterminators that are a combination of the wet bandits from Home Alone, but they're dressed up like the Ghostbusters. This movie is so much like Home Alone that they like trip and like fall back on marbles, which is similar to the mini cars from the first Home Alone. At this point, we find out him and his father aren't necessarily on the best of terms, where it's like, my dad works all the time, but he keeps buying me stuff. I don't want this stuff. I just want to hang out with him.
And then Naomi says she spends a lot of time with her dad, but
it's like
doesn't really get to hang with him.
How prosperous were the 90s that was allowed in a kid's movie without being rude?
Oh, come on. They were trying to show how rich he was.
But yeah, they had like frames held up of like his dad in newspapers.
Mm-hmm. Well, then they go to the attic, because that's where they were going to hide the animals.
And in the attic is a
huge train
started, but not finished.
Oh, I think it was finished. He just stopped playing with it.
No, there were a lot of train tracks that weren't included.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy, wake up. Now it's time. Now you're going to love this part. Jeremy W.
Okay.
The dude that lost a lot of weight. He's a fan of model trains. I don't think that's rude to say. So anyway, they decide to like put it together because I think it's his dad's birthday coming up.
Yeah.
And with the help of dinosaurs, or with the help of the dinosaurs, they actually put it together. And there's kind of a funny part where there's a kids don't try this at home, where there was a dinosaur and he had a car in his mouth and it was like this, like
Which you thought that happened in Jurassic Park.
corn dye. Yeah, that was a scene in Jurassic Park. So shots fired. So
then
they finally get it to work. But then there's a falling out. I don't exactly remember why.
His dad couldn't come.
No. Between Nate. Oh, I know. It's what's that kid's name?
The brat. It was a
Brendan.
Rich name.
Brendan
and
Taylor.
The housekeeper. Oh my God! She just wanted to get rid of him. Military camp.
Oh my God. I think the writers of Cat in the Hat must have watched PreHysteria too, because kind of how she is in this, wanting to get that kid to boarding school, that was Alec Baldwin's character in Cat in the Hat.
Okay.
This is a way better movie than Cat in the Hat. There's significantly less references to dirty hose.
Okay.
What, I'm talking about the rake the movie did.
I know.
So anyway, there's one part where Brendan doesn't really stand up for Naomi or doesn't like defend her, like kind of makes it seem like she's a robber, like kind of like the Aristocats. She was not invited. Oh, Disney reference, like the Aristocats. So yeah, there's a falling out. And then they kind of get back together, to hang out, especially when the knockoff Wet Bandit Ghostbusters come back. I think we can leave it there. There is a lot of hijinks. It does, towards the end, I did find it a little slow and boring. Like, this is no Magic in the Mirror.
Well, the housekeeper, though... It was worth it to see her do her line. She had to do it twice, and then they just laughed at her.
Which line? Or is that a spoil?
At the end, when they were doing the train set, everybody had a job to do.
I don't think that was like a big line.
No, it wasn't, but it was funny. Because she was like so proper.
Fun fact. At the beginning, each of the dinosaurs, like their collars or their leash. I don't know if is it a collar or a leash?
Name tag. Collar with a name tag on it.
Yeah.
Shape of a heart.
No, I thought it was just in the shape of a circle.
Oh.
Or it's just a circle.
I don't know.
And on the back, it included the phone. So one.
I never looked at that.
Credit. Yeah, he did. He called up and said.
Yeah, and he left a voicemail.
Left a message saying, like, I think I have your dinosaurs.
But don't worry, they're in good hands.
Mm-hmm. I would say this is a fun movie. It's not a great movie. If you're torn between this and Champagne Gang on Tubi, you get more enjoyment out of this than Champagne Gang.
Yeah.
This cover is less misleading.
Yep.
It's still a little misleading because...
It's only showing 3 of them, right? Or 4.
It's a little misleading because...
It's got the one at the bottom. No.
It's a little misleading because this one doesn't fly. But apart from that, this movie is less misleading. And I think there were like some trailers for like on this movie for like Magic Island. See, they're circles. See, people?
Yep, circles.
I was right.
You were right. Woohoo! Okay.
Dang it, I kind of got a little blurry for a second. So, hopefully. Oh well.
Yeah, it is still a very
I
bad
think
movie.
I think it's a fun movie. I don't think it's a great movie. I think Magic in the Mirror is better. I think Oogie Loves is better. I think Bobblehead's movie is better. Oh, I forgot. Do you want this on Blu-ray?
No,
Okay.
no, we don't need that.
So, so yeah, I'd say it's not great, but it's fun. I think I liked it better than Adventures in Dinosaur City.
And I don't think I fell asleep.
So you'd recommend people see this too?
If they want, if they have little kids, maybe.
Join us next time when we take a look at a cannibal movie.
Oh no.
No animals die.
Bye.
Well,
Okay.
no,
They better
no
not.
animals die on film, I should say.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.